What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second sit-down of rebuilding the 49ers. Our first season did not go quite as actually it went about as we expected. We were the worst team in football, but we did get Sam Darnold, which is a huge boost to this team. We got a superstar tight end and some good offensive linemen, and this defense looks to be pretty good this year, so maybe a quick turnaround here. Again, we're not playing any games, so we are going to take a look at the new roster after free agency and the draft, and then we're going to start moving right through this next season here. So going through the depth chart now, we do have Sam Darnold starting, superstar, 82 overall, and then we mentioned other rookies as well. So we got Josh Allen on the Ravens, quarterback out of Wyoming. And then Joey Bosa's brother, Nick Bosa, is on the Bears. So a nice front seven there for the Bears. And Lamar Jackson heading to the Jets, despite Christian Hackenberg getting the Jets to the AFC Championship in our first season as a surprise there. We do have the Jets' first round pick this year, so we'll definitely monitor that. And then we got the Patriots getting Saquon Barkley. So that's just like crazy. Tom Brady retires and they get a superstar running back. And the Jets also actually get Bo Scarborough. So continuing to go through our depth chart real quick, we do still have Carlos Hyde. We did not trade him. We wanted to hold on to him. He's obviously still our best running back. Juszczyk still at fullback. And then we got Pierre Garçon still here, one of those veterans I talked about, raising the speed, agility, acceleration of older guys when they're in their low 30s if they're still producing. So Pierre Garçon, among a bunch of guys that I went through and boosted. So we do sign Taylor Gabriel and Kevin White to boost this free agency, to boost this receiving core out of free agency. It was not a good draft class, so happy to have those guys. We're going to bring Pharoh Cooper in for some reps, Trent Taylor, Bruce Ellington. I might actually switch to running back. We'll see. He's a pretty good running back. I've used him before. He's got the size for it at like 5'9", 210. So here is the tight end we signed, drafted, Rainey McGee. Awesome name, superstar tight end. He's 6'7", so hopefully he can put up some big numbers. We bring back Vernon Davis as well, George Kittle in there. The offensive line we spent a lot of draft picks on, so Jonathan Burrows we're going to try and develop ahead of Joe Staley in the long run. Staley probably got a year or two left. Cody Poe, superstar development we got in the middle of the draft. Nick Wilhelm, and then Joshua Garnett, Trent Brown. So a young offensive line that we're going to develop and definitely going to focus on in terms of our training. DeForest Buckner had a huge first season. Aaron Lynch. And then we signed a bunch of undrafted athletic D linemen that we're going to try and develop. Solomon Thomas and Arik Armstead moving to D tackle officially. We did sign Raheem Nunez-Roches. And then Eli Harold going to start at outside linebacker this year. We were rolling with Malcolm Smith after the departure / trading of Ahmad Brooks. So we're going to start Eli Harold, keep the young theme going, and then actually got Malcolm Smith and Josh Harvey Clemens as depth here at middle linebacker. And Navarro Bowman still there. Had an awesome first season for us. Almost won Defensive Player of the Year. Reuben Foster. And the corners are young and athletic. Going to keep developing them. This Tyler Luke guy was a late round pick, and look at this speed, agility, and acceleration. Good size too. So we're going to bump him up and see what he can do. And Jimmy Ward, this is another athletic guy that we signed late. Really athletic safety. Maybe we see him play. And we signed Gostkowski. And that's going to do it for looking at the depth chart. So like I said, we're not playing any games, so we're going to get this thing rolling. I already went and did the training, so let's see what happens as we go through the preseason here. And week 2, we already have 7 cuts to make. And for our development focus players, we're going to go Rainey McGee, Jonathan Burrows, the young left tackle we took, and that corner, Tyler Luke. So should be able to get them to be pretty good after one season. So already 7 cuts to make. It's going to be tough, but, you know, we got a bunch of young guys. Once we get to that practice squad week, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm actually going to cut Brian Hoyer. Cap penalties, not the best, but we're just going to suck it up. I'm going to let Byron Marshall go. Pretty much getting rid of anyone on that old regime that we feel we don't need anymore. Aaron Burbridge can probably go. And I think we can let Marquise Goodwin go because we signed Taylor Gabriel. Garrett Selleck, definitely gonna let go of him. All these older linemen. All right, moving on to week 4. Hopefully we can get through this preseason without any more injuries. We got 10 cuts to make, but we can probably practice squad all of those spots, which will be nice for sure. So we're just gonna go through by position. One of these running backs we can practice squad, but we did have that injury, which is unfortunate. So we should actually probably keep one of them, unless we moved Ellington to running back, which is definitely tempting. 5'9", 200 pounds. That's a good, shifty third down back that we kind of need. Little Ty Montgomery roster move there. Let's see, what is he as a running back? So he's an 80 or a 72 overall at running back. And we'll make Joe Williams the backup, but make Ellington our starting third down back. Yeah, look at that. He's an 85 third down back. So back to the cuts. We can practice squad Noah Brown here. These linemen, we probably want to keep all of them. I'm okay practice squatting DJ Jones. If we lose him, it's not the end of the world. I think we can practice squad this middle linebacker as well. He was a converted safety. We're going to cut Dakota Watson too. I missed him. Can squad both of these guys. Will Redmond, I'm okay squatting him. Maybe even another one of these guys. Kivari Russell back to the practice squad. And DeAndre Hall, who we moved from corner to safety. So that's pretty good practice squad, a very athletic practice squad. All right, so on to through week 4 and on to week 1 of the regular season. Let's see how big of a step we can make in our second year. We do have a new injury, and we lose Trent Taylor, so losing some depth at receiver. So let's just make sure the depth chart checks out, because it kept getting screwy when we got injuries. We had some players that got replaced that we actually wanted to be playing. All right, set season goal. This will be interesting. I literally have no idea how good we're gonna be. And we got fired last year. If you remember, I forgot to turn off coach firing. I'm gonna set it at 8. That's a pretty big step forward. We still got some holes, but it should be a much improved team. So we got the Bears week 1, so going against Joey Bosa's brother. So let's see how it goes. We won our first game. Let's go. And a new injury. Reuben Foster. Man, this has not been a good year for injuries off the start. So who do we start? I guess we just start Malcolm Smith. Well, Eli Harold is currently starting at both positions. That's not going to work. We could start this rookie, though. Let's see, Glenn Fry. Yeah, quick development. I think we should start him, actually. Let's see, 23-17. It was a close one. Let's see how the guys did. Trubisky and Glennon both threw the ball. So Darnold, a pretty bad start, I would say. No touchdown with an interception, but Hyde and Joe Williams. We had 40 carries in this game. It's pretty crazy. How did we score 23 points if we didn't have a rushing touchdown or... Oh, we did have rushing touchdowns. Joe Williams had 2 rushing touchdowns. Pierre Garçon, Taylor Gabriel, they'll probably be the big pieces of this offense. But let's see, how did the defense do? Geez, Nick Bosa, 2 sacks to start, but we got Armstead. We got one of those rookies to get a sack. And we had those 3 interceptions. So Rashard Robinson and Malcolm Smith did have an interception. That's a good start for Rashard Robinson to get 2 picks off the start. This is actually kind of exciting when you're winning games instead of just looking at your team getting beat by 40 points.